Hello guys, we're in my garage. Let's see. This is gonna be just a super blunt vlog. I sat down. I didn't even actually get to sit down. I could not even sit in my chair and act like I'm just enthused to make a video right now. So instead of forcing it and it not coming off as genuine, I am going to talk to you guys while I go over to Bath & Body Works. And I don't know what I'm going to get, but we'll see. I also want to go by Marshall's. So I figured let me just chat with you guys, and this will be my video for today. I just feel like my video yesterday, I'm sure you guys could tell that I was not super thrilled with what I've been seeing happening online over the last week. In fact, I'm disgusted by it, if I'm gonna put a word to how I've been feeling. It's just disgusting and I hate it. And when I come out and tell you guys how I feel about stuff, it can always go one of two ways. Either I'm on my own and that's okay, or a lot of you guys are feeling the same way that I'm feeling. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. I'm considering doing a little bit more of an official video about how I'm feeling, but I'm not 100% on that yet. Sometimes I feel like my emotions and my words just come out easier when I'm doing a vlog like this and I'm just talking to you guys off the cuff. So I'm not sure, but I've been greatly let down by several YouTubers that I have watched a lot of their content, and some that I've never even seen before. And it sucks when that happens. It really does. But at the same time, this is why I'm never surprised when I'm let down by a YouTuber. Unfortunately, there have been a lot more that have let me down during my time watching YouTube than there have been YouTubers that I've, not really had a problem with for an extended period of time. There's only a few that I've watched for several years, well, not several, but say 4 to 5 years straight, and I've not been let down by them. And I know that being let down doesn't always equate to unsubscribing, but I've also shared with you guys that as of lately, I've been a lot more friendly with unsubscribing because I just don't have time for that bullshit. I don't have time to wait around and see if you're gonna change, or I'm just at the point where if someone shows you who they are, believe them. And when someone shows me who they are and I don't like that person, I'm gonna unsubscribe, because I don't want to waste more years of my life or days of my life hoping that this person isn't a douchebag, or hoping this person isn't, a bitch. So show me who you are, I'm gonna believe you, and I will go ahead and get on with my life. And it is what it is, We talk about this idea of greed so often on YouTube, and sometimes it kind of pops its head out here and there. And it's not really super obvious what the person's doing. It's kind of like under the radar greed. But when greed actually shows its ugly little head, it's just so cringeworthy. And I get it, okay? Let's also talk real quick about YouTubers being paid for the time that they put into their channel, because I know that that's a big topic of conversation. And I believe that if you're, putting in hours to create a video, or, even if it's 1 hour to put out a video, you're filming it, editing it, even if it's minimal edits, you have to do your description, your thumbnail, your tags. Most people will then announce it on Instagram for their Instagram followers to be in the loop. So I do think that you should be paid for the time that you're putting into your channel. But there is this big difference that I see where it's like, instead of just wanting to be paid for the time that you're putting into your channel, it's like not just wanting to be compensated. It's like, how can I get maximum profit off of this daily thing that I do that I call a hobby and I call it a passion, but I'm, every time I turn around, maximizing the amount of profit that I can get from it. And I really struggle with those two things, because YouTube is a hobby for me. Do I enjoy being able to collect a small paycheck once a month for the hours that I put into my channel? Absolutely. There is a big difference between, exploiting sensitive topics, shoving your membership program down people's throats, doing the Patreon, making sure that people are sending you super chats when you're doing live streams. All of this kind of stuff is kind of in a whole different arena. And those are the kinds of things that I see where it's like, okay, now you're showing your greed. You're showing that this is not a passion. This is not something that you just do for fun and you are grateful that you get a small paycheck. You are going above and beyond to make sure that you're getting as much money as you can out of this. And anyone with a head on their shoulders can usually see through this type of bullshit. And it's up to that person whether or not they want to continue to support that circus. So before we continue this, let me go in the stores. I'll try to take some clips if I see anything good, and I'll see you guys in just a sec. I'm back. So I ended up, the girl that was working there, she kind of gave me a little bit of a hack, and initially I felt bad, but I was like, no, there's nothing bad about this because I'm not going to use them. So the candles at Bath & Body Works are on sale through this weekend. Monday morning, the hot apple toddy is coming out. She was like, look, I would sell it to you right now, but it won't even ring in the system until Monday. So she was like, why don't you buy any four or however many candles you want, buy those, don't open or use them, and then Monday come back and you can exchange them for the hot apple toddy. And then that way you're still getting them for the sale price. And I was like, well, I don't like buying stuff and returning it. But she was like, well, you're not using them. You're just, essentially using it so that you can take advantage of the sale. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I have 4 candles in my trunk, but they're just going to be staying in my trunk until Monday when I exchange them. And I figured, just so this video isn't 15 minutes long, I want to go to the other TJ Maxx to see what they have, because this Marshall's TJ Maxx, same thing. They actually had a bunch of Erno Laszlo products, and my favorite product from Erno Laszlo is the white marble treatment bar. So I just want to go over to this other location and see if they have it over here, because that would be awesome. That would be great if I could get it on sale. And clearly, since I'm not in the mood to sit down and do a normal video today, we'll just continue to hang out and go over there and see what they have. I did buy this new shower gel from Bath & Body Works. I actually bought one the other day when the aromatherapy was on sale for $6.50. It's called Awakening Sun, and it's come to a stop. It's like neroli, bergamot, and something else, and it smells so good. Cedarwood. And I also got the essential oil mist. I've been using it on our sheets. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the Bath & Body Works shower gels, but once in a while they will come out with one that I really love, and that just happens to be what they did. So I did get 2 of those. But I'm excited for that candle to come out. You know, that's my favorite candle. I also love leaves, but the hot apple toddy just smells so good. It smells up the whole house. You know, some of those candles can be hit and miss, at least the ones that I've tried like over the years. It's not a lot of them, but when I find one that I like and it actually works, that's when I feel good buying it. I'll never buy Bath & Body Works candles at full price. Never. Because in my personal opinion, they're not worth $25. I just don't know what it is about YouTube right now, but it is not making me feel very proud to be a YouTube creator. Not that that's, you know, my full-time job. I get it before anyone jumps down my throat. I know that that's not my official title because I don't do YouTube full-time, but there's been a lot of situations where I feel really proud of the YouTubers that I support, and I see creators coming together to share a message. When I see that, it just makes me really happy. It makes me feel good to be on this platform and you know, support other creators and stuff like that. So when I mentioned in my other video about monetizing true crime, like, you know, what are your all's thoughts about it? All of you guys have great points, but a couple of them really made me sit back and think. And one of the ones that I saw, and it made perfect sense to me, was that most of the true crime creators are doing a deep dive into the case, and it's more like a history lesson than just spouting out nonsense bullshit and you know, what if that, like stupid conspiracies, you know, and it's delivered in a digestible format. Usually the video is, you know, what, an hour and a half maybe, and it's full of facts, evidence, what actually happened. And if they don't know what happened, then they don't say, what if that, like, you know what I mean? It's really not that hard to figure out. But when these victims are being exploited for other people's financial gain, it is so gross. I can feel already my anger about this topic is starting to really bubble and boil over. And I don't know. There might be a more precise video about this topic coming, because I don't think that the coverage on Gabby Petito is going to stop. And not saying nobody's allowed to talk about her, but guys, like, how many fucking videos do we need saying the same thing and sharing the most insane conspiracy theories? When is enough enough? It's disgusting. Can you imagine talking about a girl that lost her life to domestic violence, talking about the loss of her life on a monetized video and encouraging people to join your channel and comment and hit the thumbs up so that it helps you get into the algorithm? No, we're not going to do that shit anymore. I'm really, really fired up about this whole issue. And I think you guys probably understand like kind of where this video is coming from now, because how could I sit down in front of my camera and do a lighthearted video talking about how to be a good wife with Sam and Nia when all of this other bullshit is happening? I can't do it today. I actually went through a bunch of old photo albums and I deconstructed all of them, organized the photos, and kind of have them put away in a organized manner. So that took me a while to get through. I love coming across pictures of my grandmother when she was a little bit younger, like right the years, I would say like the 5 or 10, any age, it's really cool to see photos of her, but especially call it like 10 to 15 years before I was born, because she still looks like what I know her as, but she didn't fully set into like her grandma form, if that makes sense. She was such a stylish lady. She always had, she never wore jeans. I don't think that she even ever owned a pair of jeans, even when she was young. She would always wear slacks or a skirt and a blouse. And she loved silk scarves and, cardigans or like silk blouses. Like she would wear like a silk blouse in the summer with a little scarf and slacks. Once I was around, she wasn't really wearing skirts anymore. It was a lot of slacks. But she always had impeccable style. So anyway, guys, I'm going to continue to make my way over to TJ Maxx, and I will check with you guys as soon as I'm either done, or I'll check in with you guys from the store. We will see. So I'll see you in a sec. Guys, I'm back. Good Lord, my hair is a mess. That's the other thing I need to do tonight, is actually just like wash my hair. And then that way tomorrow I can wake up early, finish my hair, and be ready to film some videos for you guys, so I can make use of tomorrow, kind of hit the reset button and get out of this bizarro mood that I'm in right now. I'm not here to appease people, and I think a lot of you guys are kind of on the same wavelength with me here with this. I am an extremely understanding and loyal person until I'm not. And once I'm not, I'm done. And like I said, I think that also kind of goes hand in hand with my being a little more friendly with unsubscribing from channels and things like that. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm just tired of it. I really am. And it seems like some people have issues understanding the difference between being compensated for working really hard on a video versus being compensated by exploiting someone else's trauma. I would love to see more YouTubers come around that have more self-awareness and more, you know, this is what I'm going to tell you guys, and this is actually what I'm going to stick to, instead of bending the rules and doing things, because that's what's going to benefit them most financially. So I don't know, I'm just ranting, you guys, and maybe it'll make sense and maybe it won't, but y'all know that I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling anyway. But I really wanted to put this video out because I didn't want to come out tomorrow with this video that's meant to be like a little bit more lighthearted, and I didn't want anyone to think like, oh, well, wasn't she just upset about so-and-so, so why is she like acting like nothing's wrong now? I do want to make sure that you guys know where I stand on stuff. And it's really, really hard to be let down by YouTubers. I don't want to ignore that either. We get so attached to, we get so attached to these people that we watch all of the time. And I think sometimes we don't see what's right in front of us. So anyway, I am going to make one more stop at Ulta, and I just need to pick up one thing. I'll show it right here on the screen. I've been mixing this with my foundation, and I've been really loving it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a backup because I've been kind of flying through it. And there is not an Ulta by my office, or I would get it next week. So I'm just going to grab it while I'm out. Yeah, so thank you guys for allowing me to vent and tell you guys kind of where my head is at with stuff, and thank you for also, feeling safe enough to tell me what you guys are thinking. This goes both ways. This is not just my channel for me to rant and rave about stuff. I also want you guys to let me know how you're feeling, and even if it's the exact opposite of me, always feel safe to leave it in the comments, and it's all good. So either way, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, but I will be back tomorrow with a new video. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.